Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude coming at you with another Mass Mutations opening. Last deck was pretty fun. Do plan on taking that possibly to a chain bound whenever they ever start back up again here in the St. Louis region. Purple Archon, those have typically been very lucky for me. First house is Star Alliance, followed by Shadows, and the third house is Dis. Novu Safe, the Tormentor of Thievery. And this Archon looks the most like a ship I have ever seen. It's like the sails up here, you got the hull down below, and then maybe some paddles down here to row. That's pretty cool looking, actually. Alright. Still waiting for a Sins deck, so maybe this will be the deck that has them. For those of you unfamiliar, they are cards that work really well with one another. There are like 7 of them, and they are found in Dis. Alright. Starting off with Star Alliance, it's Xeno training, amber heavy plate for each house represented among friendly creatures. A friendly creature captures an amber. Transporter platform, it's an artifact, amber heavy plate. Action, return a friendly creature and each upgrade attached to it to those owner's hands. Please give us some good upgrades then. Mutagenesis Researcher, 3 power, enhanced all 4 different types of pips. Detention Coil, it's an upgrade, amber heavy plate, this creature cannot fight. Teleporter Chief Tink, 2 power elusive. Action, swap it with another friendly creature in the battle line. You may use the other creature this turn. Another one of those, not starting off strong. Oh no, a third one. Oh, this is sad. This is not that great of a creature, and there's 3 in here. Subdue, amber heavy plate, deal 1 damage to a creature and stun it. Observe you max, it's an upgrade, amber heavy plate. This creature gains fight reap, capture an amber. Commander Chan, 4 power, fight reap, use another friendly creature. Blast shielding, it's an upgrade, amber heavy plate. This creature gets +2 armor. After this creature is used, its controller may attach blast shielding to one of this creature's neighbors. Access denied, it's an upgrade, amber heavy plate. This creature cannot reap. And now we're on to Shadows, and that's a good card, actually, real quick. So we got the Transporter platform with a decent amount of upgrades with Amber attached to them, but 2 of them are ones you typically want to put on your opponent's creatures. Now we're on to Shadows. It's the Sting. It's an artifact. Amber heavy plate. Skip your Forge a Key step. You get all Amber spent by your opponent when forging keys. Action, destroy the Sting. This was my first favorite card in Coda. I still love it quite a bit, and actually I'm thinking about it right now. How cool is this card if you can make your opponent have to pay more for their keys, thanks to cards like maybe Pismire, or just anything that increases key cost, Faust the Great, Lash of Broken Dreams, whatever it might be. Make them pay more, get the additional amber for a key, then sacrifice it. This could maybe get you 2 keys. That would be interesting. Spike Trap, it's an artifact, amber heavy plate. Omni, destroy it. If you do, deal 3 damage to each flank creature. Reckless Rizzo, 1 power elusive. Action, steal 2 amber. Until the start of your next turn, Reckless Rizzo loses elusive. Ransack, play, steal an amber, discard the top card of your deck. If that card is a Shadows card, trigger this effect again. Perplexing Sophistry, amber heavy plate. If you have more amber than your opponent, they discard a random card from their hand and you draw a card. Very nice. Lucky Dice, it's an artifact, amber heavy plate. Omni, destroy it. During your opponent's next turn, friendly creatures cannot be dealt damage. Oh, that's actually pretty good there with the Reckless Rizzo if you can pull it off. Bone Rot Venom, it's an upgrade, amber heavy plate. After this creature is used, deal 2 damage to it. Tempting Offer, amber heavy plate with the capture pip, enhance the capture pip. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. If you do, your opponent gains an amber. I was just thinking to myself, we haven't seen any of the enhanced pips thanks to the Mutagenesis Researcher, and now we have one, but ironically, it's also the same pip that this card enhanced it with, so we still may not have seen any of those 4 pips. Shoulder Id, 6 power taunt, it cannot fight. If it would deal damage, steal 1 amber instead. Very nice. Look over there, there's the draw pip. Deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, steal an amber. Gamgee, 2 power elusive, reap. If your opponent has more amber than you get to steal 1. Bow Nithing, oh, whoa, Bow Nithing with an amber pip and a damage pip. Too bad this deck did not have a safe house. 2 power, play, steal an amber for each forged key your opponent has. Now we do have a transporter platform in here, which makes this pretty nice, but I do not like the odds of Bow Nithing surviving if our opponent sees that transporter platform out. There is no shot they're going to let us have this guy on turns where they have 1 or more keys. Now we're on to Dis, Sacro Fiend, 4 power, 2 armor, destroyed, steal an amber. Turnkey, 2 power, play, unforge an opponent's key. If you do, when Turnkey leaves play, your opponent forges a key at no cost. It'd be nice if we had a great way to protect this. Lord Invidious, 5 power, elusive. While it is in the center of your battle line, it gains reap, take control of an enemy flank creature and exhaust it. While under your control, it belongs to House Dis. This is one of my favorite first turn plays. Cinder, 6 power, 2 armor. Oh, we do have a taunt for that Turnkey. Very nice. It also has reap, destroy a friendly creature. Mind Fire with the Capture Pip. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Steal 1 amber for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Mark up Dis, Amber, whenever you play it, deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, its controller must choose that creature's house as their active house on their next turn. Ooh, Infernus, 4 power, play. Purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. Your opponent loses Amber equal to the number of bonus icons on the purged cards. Once again, another great card to have with that transporter platform, but since they're in 2 different houses, the odds of it going off is not that great. Oh, another Infernus, awesome. Imp Spectre, 2 power, destroyed. Your opponent purchases a random card from their hand. Gateway to Dis, destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. Good to have at least one of those in the deck. Drekker, 4 power. Damage dealt to Drekker's neighbors during fights is also dealt to Drekker. Reap, Steel, and Amber. And the final card of the deck is Dominator Bauble. It's an artifact. Action, use a friendly creature. How amazing would that have been if it said action, use a friendly creature, or artifact? Because that would have allowed us to use that transporter platform outside of House Star Alliance, and that would have been pretty sweet. Getting our Amber up. Ooh, that's a capture pip there. Let's see. Ooh, this only had 1. Kind of scary, actually. Okay, not bad. Not bad for shadows. Okay, and we know we had those upgrades. Oh gosh, 3 Tinks. Why? Just not lucky. Okay, look like a decent amount of Amber though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow, 17. And there's a chance Bo Nithing could have gave us an additional 1, and who knows what the Sting could have done here. That could easily be 23 or 24 Amber we can expect from that. Very, very good looking. Alright, so for Amber control, I'm expecting to see a decent amount. Preventing them from reaping is definitely a bit of an Amber control. Oh, not the perplexing. Let's see here. I know there was a... Okay, there's one of the capture pips. I believe there was another one a little bit later on. Oh, not Markadis. I'm thinking of the other action in here. Drekker's pretty good. Of course, the 2 Infernuses. Mind Fire. That was the other action I was thinking about. Turnkey is definitely Amber control. Taking your opponent off the key, potentially for several turns, is very nice. And I lost my thought because I had something going on. Okay. Alright, so for Amber control, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16. Holy heck. That is awesome. Wow, that is just so freaking good. Can you imagine if we didn't have the 3 Tinks in here? Imagine have something like the Kirby's. Oh my gosh, if this would have been the new Kirby, the subject Kirby, we could have actually used those to play things like Infernus and then Transporter Platform to put them back in our hand for a future turn. That would have actually been insane. Oh, why could you have not been Kirby's? This overall is a very straightforward deck. It does have a lot of great things. It has a great amount of Amber control. You know, the good stealing is always excellent. It had no artifact control. Had the big board control thanks to, well, there it is, Gateway to Dis. Had some decent hand control as well. Let's see, I believe there was at least maybe 3. Let's kind of pull those up. Mind Fire. Okay, hold on here. No, we had Imp Spectre, but there was something else. Oh, here we go. Sophistry. Markadis, no. Yeah, so then just Imp Spectre. Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull up the creatures. Let's pull those up. Let's see here. Wow. And if this has a decent creature count, this deck is going to be definitely above average because every other count is really good. Let's see. I feel like we had a decent amount in Star Alliance. The question is just how much did we have in every other house? I feel like there was not much there. Maybe they're all already at the top. All right, so 1, 5, 10, 15, 17. Okay, so it's an average number. That's actually pretty good because, as I said, the rest of this deck just has a lot of great things. And if we are the first player to forge a key, then dropping this thing down is going to be a really big issue for your opponent. That is why this thing is one of my favorite cards. If you get ahead, it is extremely hard for your opponent to come back. I love that there's 2 taunts in here, the Shoulder Id plus the Cinder here, because I would love to be able to keep this Turnkey, oh, not that one, that's Lord Invidious. I would love to keep this right here, the Turnkey, on the board that much longer. There's a lot of just really good control in this deck. I'm definitely liking this. We had a couple of different destroyed effects, pretty much all in Dis. to combine with that Cinder. Even if we didn't have a destroyed effect, I honestly do not mind losing all those tanks. There actually is something amazing about these Tinks here. It allows our Star Alliance to have some amber control that it typically would never have. Both our Discs and Shadows had some great creatures that allow us to steal. So like the Rizzo here, the Ganji, the Drekker. All these type cards are really nice to have access to them on a Star Alliance turn, because the only thing I can think of was Xeno Training, and then the one upgrade that prevents them from reaping, but that doesn't actually prevent them from forging key if they already have enough amber. Alright guys, well that's a pretty nice looking deck overall. Obviously it could have had some improvements. Still would have loved to see those subject Kirby's in place of the Tinks, because the subject Kirby's would have done the same thing I'm hoping to do with the Tinks way more consistently thanks to things like Infernus. And well, of course, the transporter platform. So the rating for that deck, we're going to give that a nice B. It's pretty close to a B+, but we're going to keep it right at a B. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.